Hello guys, in this video I want to explain about how to connect to Amazon Relational Database Service from Spring Boot application. Usually when I want to connect to SQL, what I will do, I install a software locally and then I will connect to it, right? Using the properties like this. Now I want to connect to the database which is hosted on AWS Cloud. How I can do it? How I can do it means I have a RDS service on AWS Cloud. So I can go here and click on the option create database. Okay, now I don't want to change any option. I will just use the standard create option and I want to use the MySQL. So I'm changing the engine option here. The engine version is 8.0.33. Okay, and what is the template? I just want free type, just a POC. Okay, now here it is asking some name for our instance. Okay, let's say test database. This is our DB instant identifier and the username is admin. We need to give the password here. Let me try to give some password. Even I have entered the password now. Let's go down. Okay, here it's asking for the different type of storages. Just I'm okay with this one and I'm just using this default VPC only. Yeah, I need public access. If I don't have public access, how I can connect it from local, right? So I need public access. Let's go down. Okay, now let's go down. Okay, now let's click on create database. And guys, if you observe, my RDS got created now. And let me try to connect it from MySQL Workbench. Let me click on here and change the host name and change the username and password. Let's give the username and password which we entered in AWS Cloud. Let's name this connection name as Amazon RDS. Okay, now let's try to check what are the database existing here. SQL will by default create some databases, right? SQL created these databases. Now let me try to create a database employee underscore DB. Okay, we don't have any tables now as we just created it. Use employee underscore DB. Now let's see what are the tables in it. It will be empty. Yeah, it will be empty. Now let's try to connect it from my local URL and let's replace it by localhost and let's give the username and password here. Password. Okay, now let's try to run our application. Let's wait for a few seconds for the applications to be started. Yeah, it is almost started, guys. Now let me go to our MySQL Workbench and check if any table got created. Great, 2 tables got created. Now it means we are able to connect to Amazon RDB from our local, right? Now what we can do means let's try to save some data into it. Okay, let's go to our endpoint. Okay, I have endpoint save. Let me click on it. Now I was able to save some data into Amazon RDS. Even we can check it from our database. Select asterisk from employee. See here, sorry, my bad, it's a typo. Now I can see the data here, right? Now let me try to edit the data. I can select update. I want to just perform CRUD operations here. Okay. Now let me try to copy this and let me change the name as job and it will be post mapping only. Yeah. Let me change it to update and click on send. Now we can observe the data got updated. Let me check again in the database. Right? Even in the database, the data got updated. Now let's try to read all the records in the database. Okay. And it will be get mapping. So let's change it to here. Now we got the response, right? We have only one record, so we got only one record from the database. Now let's try to perform delete operation. Let's change the mapping here and URL also. Let me click on send. If you observe, I got the message all records deleted successful. Let me again check in the database. Even the database, we have the table is empty. Now I hope you guys got how to create RDS and how to connect it to Spring Boot from local and perform operations. Okay. If you have any queries, please comment it in comment section. That's all for the video. Thank you.